first day in the month of June 2026. Good day to you. Welcome to Newsline and Melody 100.7 FM here in our United Kingdom studios. My name is Elizabeth Awoku. Let's dive into the headlines. Makinde urges calm over Oyo kidnappings, says protests may embolden abductors. Ibadan resident protests over kidnapped Orire teachers and pupils. NDC officially fields Akojopo Aderemi Yusuf for governorship. And on the foreign scene, drop smartphones around children, Sweden tells parents. And on sports news today, Super Falcons named strong 23-player squad for Senegal friendlies ahead of WAFCON 2026. Here is the news in detail, starting with national stories. The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has appealed to residents and families of the abducted pupils and teachers in Orire local government area to remain calm and pray for their safe return, cautioning against protests at this critical moment. Makinde made the appeal on Sunday during a Thanksgiving service marking the 60th birthday and retirement of the outgoing head of service, Mrs. Olubunmi, held at the Christ Apostolic Church, Ibadan. He said security agencies were already on the trail of the abductors and assured that efforts were ongoing to secure the release of the victims unharmed. According to him, public demonstrations at the state could worsen the situation by giving kidnappers the attention they seek. A massive peaceful protest rocked Ibadan today as residents, youth groups and concerned citizens took to the street over the abduction of teachers and school children in the Orire local government area of Oyo State. The demonstrators marched through strategic areas of the state capital, including Iwe Road, Mokola, Challenge, Dube, and the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, waving placards and calling on the government and security agencies to scale up rescue operations. Speaking on the field, the protesters expressed grave concerns over the health and safety of the captives, noting that they are being exposed to harsh weather conditions in the bush. They are also demanding that security personnel be permanently attached to all public schools to safeguard students and educators. Our staff reporter, Opeyemi Aderemi, monitored the mass protests across the state capital and files this report. In another story, the political landscape in Oyo State is shaping up as the Nigerian Democratic Congress (NDC) officially affirms Mr. Akojopo Aderemi Yusuf as its governorship candidate. The decision follows a peaceful and orderly primary election conducted in Bodija, Ibadan, monitored closely by party leaders, delegates, and INEC officials. Our reporter, Opeyemi Aderemi, witnessed the exercise and files this report.
Amidst high optimism and intense political networking, the delegates spoke with one voice following a smooth voting process. Mr. Akojopo Aderemi Yusuf emerged as the man to lead the NDC charge for Agodi Government House. Speaking with newsmen shortly after his declaration, Yusuf expressed confidence that the party has what it takes to offer superior leadership and deliver the governance Oyo citizens truly deserve.
We are very hopeful in God. We are very confident of all the strategies we are going to be putting in place. We are very confident that the people are looking for real positive development. We know that the people are looking for a new way of doing things.
Beyond the politics of the day, the newly minted candidates addressed the security situation in the country. He passionately appealed to both the federal government and the Oyo State government to expedite action towards the release of all citizens currently held in the kidnappers' den.
And our security agencies, we beg them, we plead with them, we plead because of these little children who are suffering a fate that should not even befall any human being. Talk less of tiny toddlers. that they should do everything that they can to rescue these children. We call on the Oyo State government. There is a need to improve our security system. We should not have allowed this to happen. Now it has happened. Please, Governor Seyi Makinde, do everything. Let these children come out.
Earlier in our remark, the Oyo State Chairman of NDC, Mrs. Oyerunke Akinolu, positioned the party as the alternative for Nigerians seeking real change, while urging the victorious candidates to strictly adhere to the party's service to the people manifesto. She called on Oyo State citizens to actively participate in the electoral process.
And it's because it's a woman that is the chairman.
It was a clean sweep of legislative tickets as well. The primary election also formalized the emergency of the party's senatorial candidate, Mrs. Abigail Olanike Ojekuni for Oyo North, Eche Adoyi for Oyo South, and Akim Sanaru for Oyo Central, alongside a full stable of Federal House of Representatives and State House of Assembly flag bearers. From Bodija, Ibadan, Opeyemi Aderemi, Melody 100.7 FM News.
Thank you for staying tuned. Newsline returns shortly. Stay with us. Welcome back. Still listening to Newsline and Melody on Melody 100.7 FM. Many thanks for staying with us. The news continues and straight to the business story. The price of liquefied petroleum gas, cooking gas, has continued to rise across the country despite a significant increase in its domestic production and a decline in imports. Data obtained from the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority show that local production from refineries and gas processing plants accounted for the bulk of Nigeria's LPG supply between April 2025 and April 2026, reducing the country's dependence on imports. However, the increased domestic supply has not translated into lower prices for consumers, with the cost of cooking gas rising to as high as 2,000 naira per kilogram in some part of the country. According to NMDPRA data, average daily domestic LPG supply ranged between 3,300 and 4,400 tons throughout the period under review. In March and April 2026, local supply stood at 4,500 tons per day, accounting for the majority of national LPG availability. And on the foreign scene, Sweden's public health agency today called on parents to put their phones away when spending time with their children. The Public Health Agency of Sweden said the new recommendations follow research into the impact of screen use. Since 2024, the agency has recommended that parents reflect on the use of smartphones around children, but in the new recommendations it offered more concrete suggestions. The health authority advised parents to pull their phones away whenever they're with their children and should only use it when it's necessary. It also encouraged parents to develop healthy screen habits for themselves, adding that this would influence the habits of children. And on the entertainment news, Nigerian music star Davido has revealed his intention to regain ownership of his music catalog from Sony Music before stepping away from the industry. Speaking during a recent interview, the award-winning singer stressed the importance of owning creative work in the music business. He explained that one of his long-term goals is to buy back his masters and ensure that the royalties generated from his music are passed on to his children as part of his legacy. Finally, on sports news today, head coach Justin McDougall has announced a 23-player Super Falcons squad for the upcoming international friendlies against Senegal as preparations intensify for the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON. The squad is headlined by Captain Rasheedat Ajibade, goalkeeper Chiamaka Inandoze, and veteran striker Asisa Tashiwala. Experienced stars Ngozi Okobi, Okeogene, Francisca Odega and Gift Monday also returned to the team. Several emerging talent and home-based players had been included, with Belarus-based Blessing Unko and Turkey-based Kafayat Shitu earning call-ups alongside key names such as Tosin Demeyi, Halima Ayinde, Tony Payne and Falashade Ijamilusi. The 10-time African champions will take on Senegal in a 2-match series at the Remo Star Sport Complex on June the 5th and June the 8th. The fixtures will provide a vital test for Nigeria ahead of the 2026 WAFCON in Morocco, which runs from July the 25th to August the 16th. Nigeria have been drawn in Group C alongside Egypt, Zambia and Malawi, while Senegal will compete in Group A with host Morocco, Algeria and Kenya. Before we end Newsline, here is a recap of major points. Makinde urges calm over Oyo kidnapping, says protests may embolden abductors. Ibadan resident protests over kidnapped Orire teachers and pupils. NDC officially fields Akeem Adebola Yusuf for governorship. And on the foreign scene, we told you, drop smartphones around children, Sweden tells parent. And finally, on sports news, we also told the Super Falcons named strong 23-player squad for Senegal friendlies ahead of AFCON 2026. We've come to the end of Newsline and Melody 100.7 FM. Kindly join us on all our social media platforms for more news stories and excellent programming. Newsline was compiled and produced by Eyitayo Olushola and Babola Egunfemi. Edited by Eyitayo Olushola. My name is Elizabeth Awoku. Please stay tuned for the Yoruba version of the news shortly. Good afternoon and many thanks for listening. It's the first thing.
100.7. 100.7.
Melody.
100.7.
Melody FM lọ́gbọ́dé o táyé ń gbọ́. Bá a sọ̀rọ̀ nìbàdàn láti gbé ń dá kékelúké.
Ìròyìn ní ìkànnì Melody 100.7 FM Ìbàdàn.
Ẹ̀kaàsán o, ìròyìn rámúwá fún yín láti ìkànnì Melody 100.7 FM Ìbàdàn. Opeyemi Aderemi lóníròyìn yín. Ṣáájú ẹ̀gbọ́ kókó tó wà nínú ìròyìn náà. Mákindé ké sí àwọn ènìyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ láti ṣe sùúrù tó sì ní ìfẹ̀hónúhàn kọ́ ni ojútùú sí ìṣòro tó wà nílẹ̀. Àwọn olùgbé Ìbàdàn tún jáde lónìí láti fẹ̀hónúhàn tako bí àwọn olùkọ́ àti akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tí wọ́n jí gbé ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Oríire ṣe wà lákàtà àwọn ajínigbé. Ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú NDC kéde Akeem Adebola Yusuf gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùdíje dupò gómìnà láti inú ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún. Ẹ fi fóònù ẹ̀rọ ìmúléwọ́ sí ẹgbẹ́ àwọn ọmọ yín, àwọn dókítà lórílẹ̀‐èdè Sweden ló sọ fáwọn òbí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìròyìn eré ìdárayá. Wọ́n kéde ikọ̀ ẹlẹ́ni 23 àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù fún ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Super Falcons orílẹ̀-èdè ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ṣáájú ìfagagbága ọ̀nọ́rẹ̀ẹ́sọ̀rẹ́ láàrin àwọn àti orílẹ̀-èdè Senegal. Ìròyìn ọ̀rẹ́ lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Ṣèyí Mákindé ti rawọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ sáwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ àtàwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí àwọn tí wọ́n wà lákàtà àwọn ajínigbé tó fi mọ́ ẹbí àwọn olùkọ́ níbi ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó wáyé ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Oríire láti bomi sùúrù mu kí wọ́n sì gbàdúrà pé kí Ọlọ́run dá àwọn tí wọ́n wà lákàtà àwọn ajínigbé ọ̀hún padà láyọ̀ àti àlàáfíà, tó sì ṣàlàyé pé ìfẹ̀hónúhàn tí àwọn ènìyàn gùn lé àbí tí wọ́n ń gbèrò ó tún lè dákún ìṣòro àti rí wọn gbà kalẹ̀ lásìkò yìí. Mákindé rawọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ yìí lọ́jọ́ Àìkú níbi àkànṣe ìsìn ìdúpẹ́ kan láti ṣe ayẹyẹ 60 àti ayẹyẹ ètò ìfẹ̀yìntì olórí òṣìṣẹ́ ọba ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ arábìnrin Olúbùnmi Òní èyí tó ń kógbá wọlé nínú ìjọ Christ Apostolic Church tó wà ní ìlú Ìbàdàn. Mákindé ṣàlàyé síwájú sí pé àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ elétò ààbò ń tẹ̀ síwájú tí wọ́n sì ń ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ láti rí i dájú pé àwọn gba àwọn olùkọ́ àti àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n jí kó ọ̀hún láì farapa. Gẹ́gẹ́ bó ti sọ, ó ní fífẹ̀hónú hàn láwọn ojú pópó ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ tún lè dákún ìṣòro tí àwọn ń kojú lójúnà àti gba àwọn tó wà nákàtà àwọn ajínigbé ọ̀hún lẹ̀. Nínú ìròyìn míì, ìfẹ̀hónúhàn gba ojú ọjọ́ kan ní ìlú Ìbàdàn tí ń ṣe olúùlú ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ lónìí lẹ́yìn tí àwọn olùgbé ọ̀hún àti àgbáríjọpọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ àtàwọn tọ́rọ̀ kàn ti túyáyá gba ojú pópó láwọn ibi tó ṣe kókó ní èyí tí wọ́n fi ń ṣe ẹ̀hónú tako bí àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àti àwọn olùkọ́ tí wọ́n jí kó níjọba àbílẹ̀ Oríire ṣe wà lákàtà àwọn ajínigbé. Ìfẹ̀hónú ọ̀hún ìní ó wáyé láwọn ibi tó ṣe kókó lólùlú ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ nínú èyí tí a ti rí agbègbè Ìwó Road, agbègbè Mọ́kọ́lá, agbègbè Challenge, agbègbè Dùgbẹ̀ àti òpópónà Mọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ Èkó sí ìlú Ìbàdàn níbi tí àwọn olùfẹ̀hónúhàn náà ti gbé onírúurú àkọlé lọ́wọ́ léyìí tí a fi ń ké sí ìjọba nẹ́lẹ́kàjẹ̀ka àtàwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ aláàbò láti pakún ìṣọwọ́ ṣiṣẹ́ wọn o lórí ìgbìyànjú wọn láti gba àwọn tí wọ́n wà lákàtà àwọn ajínigbé lẹ̀. Nígbà tí wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ní àwọn ò béèrè nǹkan mìíràn ju pé kí àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ aláàbò kí wọ́n ó ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun torí pé ojú àwọn tó wà nínú gbónọ́dọ̀ àwọn ajínigbé ọ̀hún ti rí pọ̀npọ̀nà yanran ìṣòro. Wọ́n tún wá sọ bí ó ṣe ṣe pàtàkì tó láti pèsè ètò ààbò tórótótó sí àwọn ilé ìwé tó jẹ́ ti ìjọba yíká kọ̀rọ̀kọ́ndù orílẹ̀-èdè ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Pẹ̀lú bí àyípadà ṣe ń bá ojú ọjọ́ ètò òṣèlú nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà kò yọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ sílẹ̀. Níbi ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú NDC ṣe kéde Akeem Adébọ́lá Yusuf gẹ́gẹ́ bí bákan náà ló rawọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ sí ìjọba nẹ́lẹ́ka gbogbo àti ẹ̀ka àwọn aláàbò láti pakún ìṣọwọ́ṣiṣẹ́ àti ìgbìyànjú wọn lórí àti gba àwọn tí wọ́n wà lákàtà àwọn ajínigbé sílẹ̀. Ó ní ètò ààbò orílẹ̀-èdè ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ti mẹ́hẹ̀ lábẹ́ ìṣàkóso tó wà lóde báyìí. Ṣáájú nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tiẹ̀, alága àjọ NDC alága ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú NDC ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ òun ṣàlàyé pé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú NDC gangan ní ọ̀nà àti ojútùú fún àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà láti pèsè ìṣèjọba rere tí wọ́n ń retí ohun ìyípadà tí wọ́n ń béèrè. Ìròyìn ló ń dẹ́sẹ̀ ti gbọ́ yín láti ìkànnì Melody 100.7 FM. A ó dànù dóná tá a bá padà dé a ó tẹ̀síwájú.
Níbo ló ń lọ?
Mo ń lọ kéde ọjà mi ní rédíò kan bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Níbo? Má wulẹ̀ dákọ̀, má sunwó náà. Ibi táyé kọjú sí ni ó kọjú sí. Polówó ọjà rẹ ní Melody 100.7 FM. Àtàjẹ̀rẹ̀ ló sì máa tà. Polówó ọjà ní Melody. Sanwó polówó ọjà sí Melody. Jẹ́ kí wọ́n lò ní Melody. Kọjá ló sì máa tà ní wàrà wàrà.
Ẹ kàn sí ẹ̀ka ìpolówó ọjà wa níléeṣẹ́ wa tó wà ní ojúlé kejì MB Mápàdérun Bódè Wáàsìmí Báṣọ̀run Ìbàdàn. Àsọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀rọ ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀ 0915 500 107 lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí 0915 500 107. Bákan náà lẹ́tún lè kàn sí wa lórí àwọn ìtàkùn ayélujára wa at Melody 107 FM.
Àtàjẹ̀rẹ̀ fún gbogbo ẹni tó bá polówó ọjà ní Melody 100.7 FM.
káàbọ̀ padà. Ìròyìn ń tẹ̀síwájú láti ìkànnì Melody 100.7 FM Ìbàdàn. Ìròyìn láti ilẹ̀ òkèrè. Àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ elétò ìlera lórílẹ̀‐èdè Sweden ti rọ àwọn òbí àti alágbàtọ́ láti máa fi ẹ̀rọ ìmúléwọ́ ìgbàlódé sí ẹ̀gbẹ́ àwọn ọmọ wọn. Wọ́n ṣàlàyé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí látàrí pé wọ́n ní iṣẹ́ ìwádìí kan yìí tó ṣe àgbéjáde bí ó ṣe ṣe pàtàkì kí ẹ̀rọ ìmúléwọ́ àti ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ohun àwòrán kí ó wà ní ẹ̀gbẹ́ àwọn ọmọ látàrí ipa tí yóò kó. Láti ọdún 2024 ni àjọ ọ̀hún ti rọ àwọn òbí tó sì ti ń fọn rere rẹ̀ ìdí tí ó fi ṣe pàtàkì kí wọ́n máa fi ẹ̀rọ léwọ́ sí ẹ̀gbẹ́ àwọn ọmọ wọn. nínú ìròyìn lágbo amúlùúdùn ògbóǹtarìgì olórin ṣèwọ́ṣèwọ́ ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà Davido ti ṣàlàyé pé òun ó gba iléeṣẹ́ òun padà gẹ́gẹ́ bí títí ara òun lọ́wọ́ iléeṣẹ́ kan tó jẹ́ Sony Music kó tó di pé òun kúrò ní òun dáwọ́ orin kíkọ nígbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ níbi ìfọ̀rọ̀wánilẹ́nuwò olórin tó ti gba ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àmì ẹ̀yẹ ọ̀hún ṣàlàyé pé ọgbọ́n àtinúdá àti pé iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ òun iṣẹ́ ọpọlọ òun ní iléeṣẹ́ náà ó ṣàlàyé pé òun ti ń lépa rẹ̀ láti ọjọ́ tó ti pẹ́ láti ra iléeṣẹ́ ọ̀hún padà. ìròyìn eré ìdárayá olùkọ́ ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù obìnrin orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà Justin Magu ti kéde pé òun ti ṣe àmúlò àti ìgbéjáde orúkọ àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù 23 tó jẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù akọni lóbìnrin fún orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà ṣáájú ìfẹsẹ̀wọnsẹ̀ ọlọ́rẹ̀ẹ́sọ̀rẹ̀ tí ó wáyé láàrin ikọ̀ Super Falcons ti orílẹ̀-èdè yìí àti orílẹ̀-èdè Senegal ní gbáradì fún ìfẹsẹ̀wọnsẹ̀ ife ẹ̀yẹ ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ títí àwọn obìnrin gẹ́gẹ́ bí ó ṣe ṣàlàyé ó ní ikọ̀ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ẹlẹ́ni 23 ọ̀hún ìní balógun Rasheedat Ajibade ló léwájú níbi tẹ́ àti rí àmúlé Chimaka Ugoze tó fi mọ́ ògbóǹtarìgì atamọ́tàsí agbábọ́ọ̀lù ọwọ́ iwájú Asisat Oshoala pẹ̀lú òrírí Ngozi Okobi tó fi mọ́ Francisca Odega Gift Monday àti àwọn míì tí wọ́n ní wọ́n ti padà sí inú ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Super Falcons ó ní pẹ̀lú àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù tó kún fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìrírí tí wọ́n sì ní ìfarajìn yìí òun ní ìgbàgbọ́ pé dúdùn lọ́sàn-án oṣù nígbà tí ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Super Falcons tí wọ́n bá ń kojú ojúgbà wọn láti orílẹ̀-èdè Senegal ó ní ṣáájú ìfẹsẹ̀wọnsẹ̀ ìdíje ife ẹ̀yẹ ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ títí àwọn obìnrin. ká tó mú ìròyìn tọ̀sán tòní wá sí ìdánudú ẹgbọ́ kókó tá a ti mẹ́nubà ní ẹ̀kan sí i.